Chuikhim, in the district of Kalimpong and in the portals of the Bengal Himalaya, is a village which consists of Chuikhim main, Yelbong and Sherwani. Chuikhim is nestled between the two mountain rivers which are known as Chel and Kish, and the entire region is dominated by dense forest. The main occupation of the people over here is agriculture, cattle rearing, traditional pyre, and collection of fuel wood from the adjoining forest. The villagers here live in harmony with nature, maintaining a traditional lifestyle. They mainly follow Hinduism, Buddhism, and Christianity. The villagers were settled in these areas for the purpose of mining and was the main livelihood of the people over here, as mining laborers and also logging for the purpose of forest revenue from the West Bengal Forest Development Corporation. Both the livelihoods were sustainable livelihood. And when mining and tree felling was completely banned, people of the area had no other option than to depend on illegal mining, illegal felling, and poaching in the forest. This has started becoming the backbone economy of the village of main Chuikhim, Yelbong, and Sherwani. There were no good roads. The village was only connected by fair weather road, remaining closed all through the 4 months of monsoon. Recently, the road connectivity to the area is being developed for the purpose of defense purposes, which will become a good connectivity from the different destinations of Doers and Kalimpong. Since 2006, rural tourism and homestays have taken roots. The major activities for tourists is organized by the youth of the area. They are actively engaged in providing tourism services which are mostly connected to adventure, birding, butterfly watching and nature trails. There are also treks which are connected to the only river canyon of the entire Bengal Himalayan region.
Presently I am staying at Chuikhim, and from here I have come to Yelbong, and you people should not forget to visit Chuikhim. Chuikhim is a beautiful place and a village which is practicing sustainability and quaint little place. If you want peace and silence, please, this is the abode to be.
And with time, the rural tourism is becoming the face of livelihood of the village. The main social change was brought in by developing schools in the village by tourism practitioners and local people. The main village only had a primary school.
हामी यहाँ एडभेन्चर टुरिज्म गर्दैछौँ र यहाँनिर एडभेन्चर टुरिज्मबाट हामी केही स्कुलको लागि पनि नानीहरूको भविष्यको लागि हामी केही पनि रकम दिएर नानीहरूको फ्युचर राम्रो.
The mine primary school, which was run by the government, and because the higher schools other than the primary was quite far away, there were either no education in these villages or there were school dropouts after the primary education. This is when the villagers, along with the tourism activists, the forest department and the local administration joined together to make or to build the Chuikhim Mine Junior High School and to support the school. The little faraway children, they were made a part of the primary school that was built in Yelbong and in Sherwani. And the 3 primary schools would add on to the Chuikhim Mine Junior High School in main Chuikhim. Now the main anchor, the economic and the social anchor for the village of Chuikhim is homestays. There are homestays spread across the main Chuikhim village, Yelbong and Sherwani. And these homestays, they hosted several tourists from across the country and abroad who come and enjoy the nature, the culture and also the local hospitality.
Adventure tourism जति विकास हुँदैछ त्यति नै पर्यावरणको पनि नोक्सान भएर गइरहेको छ र यसलाई संरक्षण गर्नु, यसलाई रोकथाम गर्नु, पर्यावरणको जुन नष्ट भएकोलाई यसले चाहिँ हाम्रो ठुलो एकदमै जिम्मेवारीको काम हो.
The tourism activity of volunteerism began here as the first village in India. Volunteerists all the way from Australia, Singapore and other places visit here regularly. Here, volunteerism is mostly connected to environment conservation and education as a social activity. to a large extent local rural enterprise development. All these are part of the volunteerism activities, which has been carried for the past 1 decade, and we have seen the development that has taken place. The village has been declared as one of the cleanest village of the country, and the local enterprises like pickles and the agri-produce have become quite popular.
Asia's first healing village, and in the year 2021, it was the healing village was placed in the fourth place by the Ministry of Tourism India, Kolkata, as the clean village of the Eastern India, and it was because of the joint effort of the local communities, the local authorities, and the Association for Conservation and Tourism. So it can be said that the healing village is a perfect example of green, clean, and healthy tourism.
Connectivity is being developed for the purpose of defense, which will also help the connectivity for the tourist and the local people to easily connect to Chuikhim and beyond, and especially homestay conscious about. The villagers and the community leaders are quite conscious about the importance of nature that is around them, and along with the development of road connectivity, they also want that restoration of nature should be done so that that they can have accessibility to pure water, pure air, and pure soil to continue the communities to be resilient. And hence, most of the tourism activities over here in the Chuikhim village is connected to culture and also adventure, which is close to nature.
Hello, myself Rajat, a researcher of cultural tourism in Association for Conservation and Tourism and सेवा इंटरनेशनल। पिछले 10 साल में कालिम्पोंग के गांव येलबोंग और चुइखिम ने जो अपनी इंडस्ट्री डेवलप की है, हम चाहते हैं कि वो इसको एक रिस्पॉन्सिबल टूरिज्म के रूप में पूरी दुनिया के सामने एग्जाम्पल के रूप में खड़ा करें। थैंक यू।
The development of rural tourism and homestays, and especially homestay hospitality, has empowered the women in the village. The young women who had no other option than to go outside for very small jobs like household or assisting beauty parlors in the different parts of the country can now remain in the village and be entrepreneurs to run small units of homestays, restaurants, and support not only themselves but also support their families.
मेरा मिशन है येलबोंग रिवर कैनियन को इंडिया के टूरिस्ट मैप में एक अमेजिंग टूरिस्ट स्पॉट बनाना है।
सबसे ज़रूरी बात है स्कूल का हमारा जो बच्चे के लिए पढ़ाई के लिए, इसीलिए हम लोग टूरिज्म इस यहाँ से और आगे बढ़ाना चाहते हैं।
The villagers, through awareness about nature and through the aspirations and with the positive change in the mindset for sustainable development and resilience, have tried and maintained the old houses, the traditional architecture with the material which are available. They have also retained the skills of closeness with nature, and the traditional livelihoods of agriculture and cattle rearing has been well preserved. And all this is today connected to tourism, and people are very welcoming, and they know that hospitality is the basis of the identity today, and hence they all depend on rural tourism and homestay for the mission in life.